This is a story from the not too distant future. It's the day of your daughter Millie's big football match, and to be clear, that is the sort of football you play with your feet. Anyway, she is missing a vital piece of equipment, specifically a size 3 Puma Evo Power firm ground soccer shoe, the left one. And some of it, sadly, is in the family's 3-year-old bulldog, Stuart. So now what? Well, you could yell angrily at the poor thing, but what's the point? Because all it will hear is blah, 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 Stuart, blah, blah, Stuart, blah. Much better to behave like a rational human being. Find your tablet and place an order with Amazon for a pair of Puma Evo Power firm ground soccer shoes and have them delivered in 30 minutes or less. And in a location not too far away, a miracle of modern technology is dispatched. It's an Amazon drone, and after rising vertically like a helicopter to nearly 400 feet, this amazing hybrid design assumes a horizontal orientation and becomes a streamlined and fast airplane. In time, there'll be a whole family of Amazon drones, different designs for different environments. This one can fly for 15 miles. And it knows what's happening around it. It uses sense and avoid technology to, well, sense and then avoid obstacles on the ground and in the air. Back at the house, you're getting a message on your tablet to say that your Prime Air delivery is arriving. And it goes back to vertical mode and scans the landing area for potential hazards. This amazing innovation then lowers itself slowly to the ground, drops off the package, and flies straight back up to altitude. And moments later, you're walking through the door with a brand new pair of Puma Evo Power firm ground soccer shoes, size 3 for Millie, and a Nylabone chicken flavoured Durachew for naughty, naughty Stuart. And balance is restored to the universe.
Fiat Chrysler withdrawing its merger bid for Renault. The $40 billion merger would have created the world's third biggest automaker. Fiat saying the deal collapsed due to the political climate in France. The French government owns 15% of Renault. France's budget minister says talks between the two companies could resume in the future, according to Reuters. Amazon says it will begin dropping packages from drones in just a matter of months. The company unveiling its new system at the Mars conference in Las Vegas. The drones use new technology to detect and avoid people or laundry clotheslines in backyards when landing. The drones will be able to fly up to 15 miles and can deliver packages under 5 pounds in less than 30 minutes. Currently, the FAA is only allowing Amazon to test the flight. And speaking of taking flight, Uber is finally taking to the skies. Uber Elevate will begin offering helicopter rides on July 9th in New York City. The new service will take passengers between Manhattan and JFK Airport, an 8-minute flight. Each trip will cost $200. For more, log on to foxbusiness.com. In New York, I'm Tracy Carrasco.
A video of a giant Amazon blimp, deploying a swarm of delivery drones has made the rounds on Twitter this week, showing what one user described as a borderline dystopian image of the future. Amazon has been experimenting with drone delivery for some time now, with the retail giant's research and development lab, hard at work conceptualizing the future of Prime Air since 2013. The video, which has been shared 17,000 times, and liked by more than 52,000 users, was one of many April Fool's Day jokes to flood the internet on Monday. The clip was created by a digital artist in Japan, who was inspired by the Lockheed Martin P791, an experimental hybrid airship. But the concept isn't so far-fetched. In fact, there is a very real patent that Amazon filed back in 2014 for a drone delivery service with an airborne fulfillment center. Amazon patented the idea of blimp-like airships that would deploy unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones, that would pick up items from the blimp and deliver them to customers. The awarded patent means that all this could become a reality one day, And with the recent developments in airborne technologies, who's to say that day won't be soon? Amazon would likely need regulatory approval from aviation authorities, which could be complex but not impossible.
All right, a little bit of breaking news here for you. Yahoo Finance can confirm that the FAA has approved Amazon for drone delivery testing. According to the FAA, it has issued a special airworthiness certificate to Amazon Prime Air, allowing the company to operate its MK-27 unmanned aircraft for R&D and crew training in authorized flight areas. Amazon Prime Air plans to use the aircraft to establish a package delivery operation here in the U.S. Amazon says it can deliver packages within months. Now, you guys know Amazon has been testing this in other areas. We all remember, I think it was Charlie Rose did the segment, right? On 60 Minutes, he went out, he said, oh, look at this. I've always kind of felt like it was a far-off fantasy, but I suppose it's here, maybe.
Well, not on a mass scale just yet.
Like somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, is it here yet? Right.
Yeah, but as we've seen with some of this technology, right? Once you get one step going, it really does accelerate the whole process.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want a drone to be delivering your package?
I mean, I don't know.
If it gets it there faster.
I guess the thing is, like, we live in apartments, so no, it can't do that. But I do.
But you can, right? Because if you look at places like China, they have
Yeah,
robots that
right.
get into the elevator to deliver
And bring
something
it up.
that's not a drone. But
Yeah.
we're already, you could argue, halfway, a quarter way there.
I suppose that as a consumer, I think it would be great. I just feel like the logistical challenges, because who's operating the drone, what's its to and from point, all these questions about how many can it handle per hour, is it really going to be more efficient? Because I know mailmen show up to the building with 40 packages, right? Presumably a drone is going to be one at a time. Is it actually a lot more efficient? Now, Amazon's going to find all this stuff out. Maybe it is just a lot of hype, but it feels like they continue to push for making this a thing. And maybe it does work better in rural areas. I don't know.
Yeah, is it really realistic on a large scale, and do they bump into each other? I have all kinds of concerns, and then in a general sense, just a vague sense, I find the whole thing a little bit creepy, a little bit scary. It's like the robot revolution thing. But on the other hand, I also want convenience. I mean, those two feelings are at odds. And another example is with self-driving cars. I mean, I don't yet want to get into one. And I think the idea scares me a little bit. But at the same time, once it becomes mass and if the scale's there and if it's proven that it's safe, sure. If it'll get me to my destination faster and I can get in a car when I'm tired and don't have to operate it and all those things. So yeah, Amazon's going to figure it out. And you trust that Amazon is going to be the one pushing the envelope on
and
this.
it doesn't have to be all or nothing, right? I mean, you could still have standard deliveries. This is just another option that Amazon has now that they've got the one day.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have the same day.
And knowing them, if it doesn't work, they'll probably just cancel it. It's like,
Clearly,
no,
2 day
fun.
shipping is table stakes now. If you take
it's
longer
gonna
than
be-
2 days,
Yep.
what are you doing?
It's going to be one day.